It took over 6 months to repair the frame. I would inspect one section and pass. They would go back later and sabotage it, and we go back and redo it again many times. June 2011 Garrett Sean Wagner T/A Wagner Building Service, now trading as LITEWALL Lightweight Building Solutions, unlicensed, showed a false building license. I hired him to installing green board and apply tree coat rock coat system, supply me with a 10-year guarantee from manufacturer. He applied only the first coat of the tree coats. He did only half of the contract work. He applied too thick. I had been warning him many times during the application, but he kept ignoring me and saying he will fix it. I warned him he would have problems if he did not rectify the problems. His reply: "We will have problems." He was consulting Norris next door and doing all wrong. He was informed by next door he owned the judges and told him he could get away with anything. When the rock coat inspected the work, he informed me it will fall off the wall. It has to be removed, redone. He also told me he had warned him for years, this guy, not to cheat and steal from people. The BSA has not stopped him. He has been working all those years without interference from anyone while me and my family had to suffer and starve. The BSA has cancelled my license. With the help of Norris next door, he came on site when I was alone with his laborer, and I got bashed up with 2 broken ribs and bruises all over. I fell backward on a pile of timber. For a minute or so I could not breathe. He took me to court. The court awarded him more than 1.5 times the original contract price on top of more than half I had already paid. Because of next door propaganda and the bastard criminal judges, I could not get anyone to work for me. I had to employ only the worst of the worst, put up with all shit incompetent people trying to finish some work, and my house. I have had countless number of painters. Next door stops them in the street, brings them on the job while working and make them live. I haven't been able to finish painting. The paint is so bad that the timber work needs to be replaced. It is behind repairs. The Tyler tailing the bathrooms while I was in jail. He had the only key to the house. When I come out, all tiles had disappeared. I had to buy tiles for 3 bathrooms again. He got paid more than the work done by my son. Used some 25 bags of tile glue I bought. He didn't pay for it, and did not come to finish. I had to waste my time in courts and jails. I had no time to work or supervise. They all knew about the courts and jails. With Norris 24/7 saw them, they all took advantage and sabotaged my work. The plasterboard is falling off the ceilings. Boral refused to repair, and because of the courts, I had no time to pursue the rectification. They all know about me. Criminal. July 2010 Court of Appeal dismissed transcript. The Tree Criminal Stooges. Chief Justice Paul D. Jersey C.J. Richard N. Chesterman K.O. RFD. RN. John D.M. Dewar. The Chief Justice. You see, there's another party to this, Mr. Norris. Mr. Norris wants finality in the matter. He wants to know where he stands. The Chief Justice: you do in that, at the moment your application for judicial review has been refused and the order of the tribunal stands as definitive. You must now seek an extension of time within which to seek leave to appeal against the judge's refusal of your judicial review application, and on that application the extent of the delay is relevant. Any explanation of the delay is relevant. Any prejudice to the other side if an extension is granted is relevant. And, finally, any merit. The question of whether the appeal, if it were to proceed, would have any merit is relevant. JUDICIAL review has been refused. The question of constant prejudice to Mr. Norris if time is extended. There you have it. His concern, not for him stealing my land, build unlawful fence on my property, trespass, pay for his retaining wall, unlawful orders and laws. I do not have rights. The documentation he is referring to have been filed and are in front of him, and the appeal was granted by another three judges some months before. This is hearing, not live to appeal application that was done already. Now there is a catch. The dirty tricks of the judges. I did not realize at the time. After the granting and filing the appeal, Paul Registrar rang me. He told me to remove the Supreme Court and the small claim tribunal name from the appeal and file new application in the name of Norris. He did not give the order. The judges did. They told me to do the same on all correspondence and further appeal. My lawyer had to amend all application, more money, time to waste, and delays in failing. Another rotten abuse of the law. I did not realize at the time it was to make me fail. They had already made the verdict. Blame the delay on me. The Chief Justice also prohibited me to open my folder and look at my documents in court. August 2010 in court for Garrett Sean Wagner. Time back in Palm Beach after court 10+m. I just arrived to 3rd Avenue Palm Beach to see Carpenter Garrett Wagner made an anonymous call. I am the gay who is going to come to kill you. The police didn't want to know about this. October 2010 summoned for enforcement hearing order. I refused the unlawful orders of the magistrate. At 9:30 a.m. I was handcuffed and taken to the watch house until 4 p.m. I was taken back to Magistrate G.J. Finger handcuffed. He fined me $750. Let me go. Every trial I ask it to be heard by a jury to stop the criminal judges, but I'm always refused. November 2, 2010 Tuesday Enforcement Hearing Order. I again refuse to accept their unlawful orders. Mag 207,969/10/9 SOUV Mag 22,001 issued by Magistrate on 2nd day of November 2010 by J.G. Finger. I impose a penalty of 7 days imprisonment. The enforcement hearing is adjourned to 9 a.m. on November 12, 2010. I disqualify myself from any further dealings with this matter. This bastard knew he was wrong. He knew he was doing unlawful judgment and give unlawful discriminating orders. But he continued to sit in my hearings. November 12, 2010 Enforcement Hearing Order. Jailed for 14 days. The magistrate is not interested in his unlawful orders. He is enjoying himself sending me to jail. He is a child playing with his favored toy. I cannot describe his joy. November 2010 QCAT. It is the decision of the tribunal that 1. The applicant's application is refused. Judge Fleur Kingham. November 30, 2010 QCAT. It is the decision of the tribunal that 1. The applicant's application for leave to appeal or appeal is dismissed. By Justice Alan Wilson, President. December 8, 2010 Nathan Partridge Steele came on site to install the balcony rails. They do not fit. After arguing, he went next door to Norris. He got some papers, then he came back to talk to the tailor Steve Townsend. The tailor refused to tell me what he had been told. He did not work and left. I paid more than $6,000 for the balcony rail, one half of the cost in advance. I have had no balcony rail fitted and I lost my $6,000. December 2010 Southport Court. At 9 a.m. I was handcuffed and taken to prison until 4 p.m. He realized I was still handcuffed. Asked the police to remove my handcuffs. I was released after 4:30 p.m. February 2011 Tim Camp, another concreter. I warned him before pricing to do it properly or walk away. He promises to do the driveway properly. After warning him a dozen times, water lapping in front of the garage and the middle, the topping has all peeled off. Bad concrete, wrong shape, wrong color. I was assaulted and bashed for over 3 hours. All neighbors watching and laughing about me being assaulted. He stole my phone. I could not ring for help. The police finally arrived and helped him to break my phone because he did not want to show if I recorded of him assaulting me. He knew the concrete was bad. He used it before. The police helped him and no charges were laid. Later he took me to court and the court ordered me to pay for his work, that the driveway needs to be removed and replaced. June 2011 After wasting days and nights to fill appeal and applications, Southport Court refused to file the appeal. The excuse was she could not find the file. No. Years of court cases, hundreds of files on this matter, they could not find the note. What is corruption? Discrimination. June 2011 to Southport Court again to fail appeal. She refuses to file. I asked to provide me evidence that I was refused to file. She refused to give proof. She is trying very hard to make it impossible for me to proceed with ongoing cases. They do as they please. All discriminate. July 15, 2011 Painter decorators come to paint late. After many weeks searching, he came with one man and his wife. 2 men to come 1 hour late. While unloading tools, Bev next door rang the painter and told him that I have had many people working there and that the BSA and workers chasing me for money. I owed money to all people that worked for me. He did not want to leave and ignored them. He wanted to work. Then husband and wife from next door came in front of my garage in my driveway yelling to them to go away. He really want the job. He needed this job. He had organized the man to work. He had to pay them without working and sent them home because of them. He said, "Peter, you seem a good guy, but after what I am told I could not feel to work continually worrying about this." So they left. The BSA has never chased me for money, only the crooked contractor with bad work. August 14, 2011 Going to church with my wife, a police car following me from Palm Beach. He stopped me after many kilometers. I questioned why he stopped me and following me. He replied, "I want to know who was driving. They do follow us everywhere continuously.